Hey guys, welcome back to a so exciting video of Battle Ready Inc. Today we got the ban list dropped. I woke up like 3 hours early to record this and could not be more disappointed. So yeah, we'll go ahead and just jump right into this and get started. Don't forget though, our featured memory marker this month is Busomon. So if you are a Ghost Game fan, this will be a great one to pick up for the collection. This is really nicely textured. This is handmade out of clay by my wife, Digimon, hand painted as well. Very, very cute. This is our featured Patreon reward this month, as well as you can find this on her Etsy page, link in the description below. Also there you can find all of her other Ghost Game memory markers that she has, as well as a 3-pack with all of the Ghost Game characters all together. So again, go check out her Etsy page, Digimon. All right, so right here, I'm pretty sure everyone's aware at this point of what's going on. Greymon X was hit, and only Greymon X was hit. Bandai is very notorious so far for Digimon of only hitting one card every single ban list, so it was kind of expected that we wouldn't get many, if more than one, which they decided to go for the less is more route this time around, and a little bit disappointing. People are like, oh yeah, April 1st, yeah, it's very much an April Fool's joke of a list. Yeah, there's no Cool Boy. I think Cool Boy is probably the biggest one, the biggest complaint. You can read the comment section on the official Facebook page, and it is pretty crazy. People are going pretty nuts about this. Metal Gurumon X and Grandis like still untouched for so many formats, and they have been on top for so many formats. Now, granted, we are getting further and further away from them, and they're getting less and less played at this point. So maybe that's their kind of justification for not hitting those decks, which is, it's fair. I'm not worried about those decks not getting touched, more than the fact that I just really wanted Cool Boy to get hit, because this game is basically you either play an X antibody deck or you get left in the dust, or you play something like Security Control and everyone's gonna hate you anyways. But yeah, so this is the only hit. They were talking about like the inherited effects gives you, all this protection and things like that, but I'm like, okay, well, the other Greymon X antibody also gives you like a ton of protection super easily, so like that's not really anything too special there. Now the fact that you can certain things you can send to the bottom of the deck for protection, like that's always an issue for like the what is the Omnimon X, of course. So you can like basically never deck yourself out, which I've literally seen happen before. It's pretty wild. Every turn they just send it to the bottom of the deck, and they got like 3 extra turns because they kept bottom decking the X antibody at the very end of their turn, so they couldn't draw into it again. Yeah, pretty crazy. But yeah, so and then the reduced Evo is like, okay, it's kind of awkward. I will say though that this is a very powerful card here. I've noticed in the JP format, particularly in the Shine package, I was literally just working on a deck that I was planning on releasing next week, and a big part of it was, oh, where did I put it? I think it's at the end here. Using the Greymon there, because you can use it on so much stuff, and so you don't even have to run the Geo Greymons in the deck, because you get the Rise Greymon X and the other Rise Greymon over here, and you basically get this like 2 Evo cost mega. So it's not just for other like Black or Greymon X or anything like that. It can be applied through multiple different things. This thing is just really crazy, and being able to reduce that the 0 Evo cost on top of a regular Greymon, like literally you don't even have to run any Geo Greymons in this deck, and to get the same like even better powerful like interactions here, like you're getting instead of a 3 Evo cost, oh, it's a 2 Evo cost instead. Even better than what the deck was designed for. So like that's pretty rough. But there was more interactions than just that. I think a lot of people weren't aware of this BT12 Metal Greymon here. It digivolves for 3 if the name contains a Greymon. If you go on top of that, the Metal Greymon X, this is a 1 Evo cost level 5 here. With all of this like effect, you get Piercing as an inheritable, you get Raid, really good stuff here. So one Evo cost on top of this new Metal Greymon, and then you go, the one Evo cost into Metal Greymon X. So strong, and then Cool Boy still being at full power. Yeah, those got super nasty super quick. You could literally go from a rookie if you use the memory gain Greymon and then Greymon X and then this guy into like the old Metal Greymon X antibody that gives you security tank +1. You could get four Evos for 2 memory. That's pretty nuts. Okay, that's pretty unbalanced, I would say. So I definitely understand that hit. I just also wish Cool Boy got hit. Like, that's my biggest thing, because it's like, oh, that 4 Evos for 2 memory. Yeah, with a couple Cool Boys. Yeah, that's 4 Evos for 0 memory. So it compounds, and it's just more and more. I think that's really unbalanced. I hate Cool Boy. I think Cool Boy is just not. It's overly tuned. It's overly efficient for 2 memory. I think that's my only complaint about it, is that it's as cheap as it is to play. 3 would have been better. 4, I think, would have been fine, because you're going to gain memory, draw, search. You're getting a ton of value for a card like that. I mean, Davis wishes it was that good. I think that's my only issue with it. You could keep it in the game, just make it a little bit more expensive. Would have been fine. Where it was at. So yeah, it's a bit of a shame. For anyone that's like not aware, though, there is another card you can run instead if you want to. There is Deltamon here, this promo, so it basically has that same reduction effect here. When this Digimon would digivolve into a card with 2 colors or composite in its traits, reduce the digivolution cost by 2, so you can still get a level 4 like effect like that. But you don't get that nice primo 0 Evo cost on top of a Greymon. So 1 Evo Greymon and then 0 Evo Greymon X. Yeah, you don't get all that sweetness. But this is what is going on? Someone's calling me. Oh, of course. I'm over here trying to record a video. People are calling me. So there is an alternative option that you can use, and it's got the when attacking for each of this Digimon's colors. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3,000 DP or less. I can words. So essentially, you get a double pop with this, which this card is still pretty strong. I don't think it'll replace your Greymon decks or anything like that, but it is still something worth looking at. I would say it's still a strong card, that Deltamon is. Yeah, so I mean, that's it. It's not super exciting. It's kind of lackluster. It is what it is. I don't know what else to say. I'm just like dragging this video out to 10 minutes because the algorithm likes me to. Yeah, Cool Boy should have been hit. That's my end all statement right there. Is Cool Boy should have been hit. The great, but it was very much you either had to hit Cool Boy or you had to hit Greymon X. I didn't like hitting both. I didn't think hitting both would be necessary. And like, I guess people missed that point in my last video, is I didn't think hitting both was great. If you hit one or the other, I would be happy. They hit the Greymon X. Apparently, I'm not happy. Come to find out, that wasn't enough to make me happy. I just would prefer the Cool Boy. But again, if they weren't going to hit the Cool Boy, at least thankful they hit the Greymon X to slow that deck down a little bit. Now, I mean, Greymon X or Blackwell Greymon X still isn't like some crazy powerful deck. I mean, there are other things more formidable, I think, in the game right now. We've got a ton of regionals coming up here very, very soon. We've got the Ultimate Cup, sure, but I mean, this wasn't designed for the Ultimate Cup. It's all the regionals that we've got coming in April and May that this will be a huge factor for. Now, at the end of April, we do get BT12, which will definitely shake things up. But this BT11 meta, until we get to that point, will be very interesting of seeing where the meta goes. I was going to do a BT12 tier list, but I think maybe we might need to do a new BT11 tier list, just because of this hit is it's pretty impactful, I would say. At least Blackwell Greymon X will be pulled down, and the thing is, if Blackwell Greymon X gets pulled off the meta a little bit, so will Grandis, because Grandis was like the big hard counter to that deck, and if people aren't running as much Blackwell Greymon X, then the need to run Grandis also gets reduced. So then what are you going to see more of? We'll probably just see more Metal Garurumon X, honestly. I just feel like Melga is going to be like that deck again, if they don't have to worry about Blackwell Greymon X as much. And that's pretty much all there is to it. You could also see continue seeing more of the Shoutmon, the Crossheart deck as well. But that deck's not for like the faint of heart. It's not as helmet as some of these other decks. Like Metal Garurumon is very much you just go really fast and just pummel your opponent. Whereas I think Crossheart takes a little bit more thought. You got to think it out a little bit more, just because the right times to play the right cards and the right tamers and things like that. So, but that's kind of irrelevant here. Yeah, what a list. What a list. I'm ready for BT12. I'm ready for BT12. I'm so tired of BT11. Making content for BT12 has been a lot of fun. So hopefully it gets here soon.